Hey everyone, welcome. It is Tough Bumps episode 17. My name is Matt Connerton, and joining me all the way from the great state of Iowa, my partner in crime in this venture, Eric Pilcher. Hello, Eric.
Good evening. Good afternoon. I don't know. It's all a blur to me
Well,
at
you are
this
an hour
juncture.
you are an hour behind us, so you're close to afternoon than we are here. But
It's
let's
evening. I
yes,
think
yes.
anything 5 o'clock on is evening.
Okay, all right. So for those of you who are streaming the show live, welcome. Of course, you can chime in. Feel free in the chat room, and of course, the rest of you will get the podcast. But for those of you who are joining us live, I should say it is Sunday, September 21st, 2025, as we both live stream and record this, of course, for the podcast, episode 17 of Tough Bumps. And Eric, we were just before we really get into the subjects this week, we were talking off air about. You've got so next week on the show we'll probably have a special guest co-host because you've got a surgery coming up.
Yes, I am going under the knife this Friday morning
Okay.
or sometime Friday. There is not a definitive time yet,
Oh, okay.
but all we know is it is this Friday.
Okay. And so you don't have a time yet for the surgery?
We right now it's an approximate time of 10:25 a.m.
Okay.
But the time is subject to change.
Okay.
There's a 4 hour window. It could be that time, 2 hours before, 2 hours earlier, or 2 hours later.
And what are they doing to you?
Well, basically, they are doing rotator cuff repair. That's
Okay.
pretty self explanatory. Capsular release, which is a surgical procedure that aims to improve the range of motion in the shoulder joint by releasing tight or contracted tissues known as the capsule. Biceps tenotomy involves cutting and removing the long head of the biceps tendon at its insertion point on the shoulder labrum, and a distal clavicle excision, which is a procedure that involves removing the outer distal end of the clavicle bone, which connects the shoulder blade to the breastbone.
Oh, so no, it's no big deal. Like just a quick in and out kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like having
I'll be,
it's like having a filling in a tooth, right?
yeah, like, root canal.
Sure, sure.
Sure. Yeah. I so could do the show. I mean, in my my medicated drug induced haze that
Yeah.
I will probably be in.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see if you made a great suggestion. We're gonna see if our friend Charles Richardson
Yeah,
could join us. Um,
I had another suggestion.
you did, yes.
Yes, I did. I'm sure it would be met with homophobic, racial epithets, and it would. I mean, short answer would be no. Long answer would be language that isn't appropriate for human consumption.
You are, of course, referring to infamous Sammy Hagar impersonator Jose
Yes,
Martinez of New York City, who
yes,
probably would not take me up on the invitation,
no.
and that's probably just as well because I'm sure if the subject of say one of the subjects was Booker T's run as WCW champion, that would probably go off the rails pretty fast
No,
with
you should
Jose.
just do Hispanic heritage in wrestling.
Oh, well, he might like that. His name is Jose Martinez, after all.
I think he's a self-loathing Hispanic male.
I think so too.
I
I think
really
so.
do. I
Yes.
really do. But no, yeah, so no, I think if Charles does take you up on the offer, and I hope he listens to this, I think he would do a great job.
Oh yeah.
I will definitely do my best to try to bop in and listen. I doubt I will be in any shape to comment or contribute.
Okay. Well, fair
Um,
enough.
yeah, it's going to be a rough first few days after this.
What's the recovery time roughly? Do you know? Like,
Complete recovery is 4 to 6 months.
okay.
Um, my arm will be immobilized for the first 2 weeks.
Mm,
Um, and then they will remove the stitches and staples on October 10th, and then we go through the rehab plan and going forward. What do we do
Yeah.
to get me back on track? So yeah, it's going to be a process. I'd like to ask, listeners of the show, prayers, well wishes, definitely appreciated. You can reach me on all forms of social media: TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. I try to be an open book. You can DM me if you want to say, Eric, you suck. Charles should replace you full time. I welcome it. I no knock on Charles. I don't agree with it, but because I am the creator of this show, really, if we're
You are the
being
originator of Tough Bumps.
yes. So I mean, I'm blessed to have a great co-host with me, and um, so it is a team effort, but it is my creation. It's like Dr. Frankenstein and way more advanced, less mentally challenged version of Igor.
Okay.
So I feel like that's giving you, a lot of compliments there.
Wow. Wow. Boy, I'll tell you. I mean, my goodness. Um,
And a
well,
damn handsome man, I might add.
me?
Yeah, definitely not fat.
No, I work out.
Oh, well,
Although
I,
feel a little
yeah,
bloated right now. Jenny made some delicious spaghetti.
you tell me these delicious meals Jenny makes before you come on air, and I
Hmm.
eat after we're off air. Because
Yeah.
on Sunday, I take my Ozempic
Ah,
and I take it at night. So I take it when I eat my dinner.
okay.
So I think tonight I'm having tortilla shell pizzas or tacos.
Oh,
But tortilla shell pizzas, I have a quesadilla maker.
okay.
So I can just put the tortilla shells in the
Oh,
quesadilla
no. Oh,
maker
that sounds
and
good.
then dip it in pizza sauce.
No, that sounds really good. That sounds really
Gotta
good.
be gotta be sophisticated, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta, you know, all it takes all types. Or I could even put it in my Ninja air fryer.
Wow, a Ninja air fryer.
Yes, I have two. I have the Ninja Foodie that has two drawers.
Okay.
So if you have a lot of people over, you have two drawers
Ah.
to make food in. Or if it's just you and you want wings and onion rings, you cook the wings on one side, onion rings on the other.
Oh.
Or mozzarella sticks.
Uh-huh.
I have an amazing homemade mozzarella sticks recipe.
Okay.
Haven't perfected cheese curds yet.
Okay. Well,
That's a bit harder because they get stuck in the egg wash when you know.
the curds will come in time.
Yes, um, yeah, just not over the next 2 weeks because you
Right.
need two hands to do this stuff,
Yeah,
and
no
I will
doubt.
only have one arm, and it really sucks because it's my hand, my right arm,
And you're
and
right-handed?
I'm right hand dominant.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
So,
How about
I looked into a new wave, Matt. I'm seeing the comments. I
yeah.
looked into a new wave. I'm a brand whore.
Mm-hmm.
If you couldn't tell, I got the New Era hat,
Right?
The Nike jersey. I have Under Armour shorts on. I'm a brand whore, and to me, if you're gonna do air frying or any type of like upscale bachelor food cooking,
Mm-hmm.
it's got to be Ninja.
Okay.
Yeah, just Ninja has the name. I know New Wave is a great brand, but I think of New Wave and I think of the older, like elderly people that use it.
Oh, okay.
I might be ageist there.
Yes, yes. By the way, Matt Parquette, an old friend of mine, we went to school together a long time ago. But I'm ignorant to all these matters. I don't cook. I think I put a pizza in the microwave once. Wait, did I do it or did I just think about it? I don't know. I might have just thought about it.
When I was in my party days in college, I
Mhm.
would put one of those Totino's party pizzas in the
Oh yeah, yeah,
microwave
yeah, yeah,
and fold it over, and I'm like, I have a calzone.
yeah, yeah. No, those are good in a pinch. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's a slightly more uh Nueve rich, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, version of ramen in
Yeah,
college.
yeah. Ugh, ramen noodles. Um, well, shall we get on to the let's see. So we have a few things on the undercard before we get to the main event this week. And I guess we should probably start with it only took a month, but Raja Jackson has been arrested.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, he has.
By
And
the way, here's a rare photo for the video watchers, of course, and I'll describe this for those listening to the audio podcast. Here's a rare picture of Raja Jackson fighting someone, not nearly pummeling them to death. I don't know if you've seen this photo, Eric.
yes, I have.
Okay.
I mean, just a sad case. I actually think he is still in jail.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. I think he's still in jail being held on a bond of $50,000.
Okay. 50 grand, huh? What is Rampage saying about this at this point? Has he commented
Rampage is
since the arrest?
yes, Rampage has cut contact with his son.
Okay.
Yeah, saying he should spend a little time in jail.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Um, this is what he said actually on your boy Ariel Hawani's show.
Oh, I do like Ariel Helwani.
I know you do.
Mhm.
Um, this was said on it. This article was published 17 days ago, and it said 4 days ago. So today is the 21st. We'll go to the 4th. So September 1st, right after the incident, or September 2nd. The first was, I think, Labor Day. Um, so basically, here's what he said. I don't talk to Raja no more. This is from the New York Post. Jackson told the Arrow Hawani show on Wednesday. I talked to him, I heard his story, and I heard some stuff, and then after I learned a whole lot of stuff about it. He dishonored my name. I know he's my effing son. I'm not cutting him off forever. I just haven't talked to him. I talked to him after this shit happened, and he hid the fact that he did this shit, and put my other kids in danger based off what people said. I just can't talk to him right now.
Wow.
Um, Yeah, he
That is
added that Raja is not a pro wrestler. He is a fighter. He's not a pro wrestler. He had no business being in that ring. No shit.
Mhm. Okay.
Um, he also said I was going to turn him in. We've been waiting for an arrest warrant or whatever.
Oh, he claims he was going to turn him in? Uh-oh.
Yes, yes, he is claiming that he was going to turn him in. But he has hired his son a lawyer, so at least he did that.
Okay.
But Rampage Rampage Jackson lawyer Esquire has said
What?
Jesus. This interview goes off the rails here. I He said that it was an attempted murder because he wasn't trying to kill that guy.
Mhm. Well, yeah. I mean,
Rampage Jackson has, I believe, maybe 6 months of college education.
oh,
So Rampage Jackson should not be followed for legal advice.
No, no. By the way, did you happen to watch have you been watching any of David Otunga's analysis of this? The one person on the internet who seems to be both a professional lawyer and an attorney?
And a former wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah, you said a professional lawyer and attorney.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's I got a belly full of spaghetti. I can't speak.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna have to carry this one then. Yeah. Yeah, I have not. As I you know, I really respect David Otunga.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a guy who did his time in the business and he's kind of went away.
Not he married. Is he still married to Jennifer Hudson?
I don't think so. I think they divorced.
Okay. But yeah, he
No,
offered a,
no, because he was on I Love New York.
oh, okay. So he offered a lot of
No, he did that before. He did that
okay.
before.
Okay.
Uh,
Because he's offered a lot of analysis of this that's pretty interesting.
no, and I just looked this up. I'm sorry to cut you off again, Matt.
Hmm.
Hudson accuses Otunga of threatening behavior
Oh, that's not good.
and accused him of mental and physical abuse.
Okay. No, that's not good.
They split in 2017.
No, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
They were together for 10 years, though, so
Yeah.
they almost went the distance.
Yeah. Well, so Rajah Jackson arrested. What do you think happens from here?
Well,
I mean,
the great legal mind that is Quentin Rampage Jackson
mhm.
says he believes, where was it? He believes his son should just take anger management classes,
Mhm.
serve some probation, and do some community service.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's going to cut it. But
Yeah, but I do get to enter into smug mode here because I believe a wise man said that I thought that they thought it was going to be a felonious assault or manslaughter, attempted manslaughter.
right. And I said he should be
And
charged with attempted murder.
this wise man said, I don't think it fits the criteria for
Yeah.
attempted murder.
Yeah. No, I know. And I was also skeptical that he would be charged with attempted murder, but I just felt that that it would be an appropriate thing to charge him with. And perhaps, oh, that's right. It's coming back to me now. I did float a theory, which looks like is not going to come to fruition, but I did float a theory that maybe they would charge him with attempted murder and then plea it down, because that happens a lot.
Well, now keep in mind that in some states, judges can upgrade charges.
Oh yeah, it works different in every state. Yeah.
So,
And this is in California. I
so
don't know how it works there, but
well, I mean, that is a rule, and not to be political or anything like that. It is a rule that is very left wing, and California is a left state. So, feasible that it could be upgraded based on the evidence. And the DA could always move for it to be upgraded.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
this isn't the end. This isn't the definitive charge.
right.
Honestly, if I'm Raja Jackson, I'm taking a plea.
Yeah, yeah. And just to refresh people's memories, or if people didn't hear our previous conversation about this when it happened, again, it took a month for him to be arrested. But my argument for attempted murder is that I firmly believe that had he not been pulled off of Psycho Stu when he was, that he would have just, he would have kept going, and ultimately he would have beaten him to death. That would have been the outcome had he not been interrupted. Um, but yeah, we'll see where it goes from here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the end. It would be
No.
very, very, very wise of young Jackson to go ahead and try to plea this out, because this cannot go to trial. No way can this see a trial.
Why
In
do you
my
say that?
opinion, Just the publicity alone
Yeah.
would not be good for him. And it would tie it up because I guarantee you his lawyer is going to go for a change of venue.
Hmm.
That's going to take forever. He's going to go for a mental impairment defense because of the concussion.
Hmm.
That's going to take longer. That's also going to take money.
Hmm.
And it's going to take taxpayer dollars as well because of the district attorney that's going to have to fight it. So both sides, I think it would behoove them to go ahead and plea because then we get into the civil side of it.
Hmm.
Because once the criminal is pleaded out, you can go civil.
Right.
And that's where I think Psycho Stu comes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think I mean I don't know. I'm not gonna get down the legal rabbit hole here and guess on things, but I think it just would be good for both sides.
If it doesn't go to trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, because it'll be a circus.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
I
mean,
agree.
could you imagine Rampage walking into court with a suit on with his chain?
Well, it would be great
How
for his kick stream though.
and then doing his howl, his
Mm.
trademark howl when he
Yeah.
walks into the courtroom.
No such thing as bad publicity, right?
No, and they need his entrance music. He had the best entrance music in mixed martial arts.
Did he? Yeah.
He had his own theme. He had
Oh,
a
really?
Memphis rapper record his own theme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
all
smart.
you could make out is Rampage because he was a speed rapper, but it was awesome.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out after. I'm curious now. I'm curious. Well, all right. Shall we move on to the next match on the card?
Yeah, sure. I
Uh,
have an idea what it is, and I'm gonna let you have your jollies.
oh, I wasn't going to go to that next. I was going to
Oh, okay, then we don't have to.
I figured we'd talk about Cena next.
Ah,
No jollies to be had with this man, John Cena. But
yeah.
you know more about this than I do apparently because
Uh,
you said something about
I I have heard the rumor that it will happen at the White House.
okay.
I somehow doubt that very much, but given what's going on in Washington, nothing is out of the realm of possibilities. Um, yeah, look, it should take place in Boston.
Yeah.
Really should.
Yeah. His
There's a
hometown.
reason. There's a theory I have as to why it's not.
Oh, really? Okay. What's that?
You live in New Hampshire,
Yes.
but you know Boston. Boston, for all intents and purposes, is one of the sorry about that.
That's okay.
Smallest big cities in America. It's not that big. Um, John Cena's final match is going to take place in either November or December.
Hmm.
Date hasn't been finalized yet. Boston is dominated. Boston sports in December and November is dominated by the Bruins and the Celtics. And you have the Patriots on Sundays wrapping up their season. That's a lot of money being spent on three teams.
Hmm.
They're just, and with WWE ticket prices being what they are, I have read, I think it was Dave Meltzer that said Boston didn't think it would generate the type of revenue they would need to let WWE have the Garden.
Really? Okay.
And I would agree with that. With ticket prices that WWE has right now, families would much rather go catch a Celtics game, go catch
Hmm.
a Bruins game, go catch the Patriots.
Right.
So, yeah, I agree with it. Now, do I think it's fair to John Cena? Absolutely not. I think John Cena deserves to have it end in Boston.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but
what?
I'm
Well, why? So how do we know it's going to be in DC? Like, where's that coming from? Because
that's
I'm.
that's what Meltzer floated, is
Oh,
that he is hearing from many within WWE that they're going to be holding it in DC in December,
okay.
which he has five five dates left.
Wow, that's
So
it.
five
Mm.
dates over 3 months. I don't know how they're going to stretch this out. That's a lot of little one shots.
Yeah, they'll probably add more. They'll probably add a few more and just pay him for those. I mean, they've
I
done that
mean,
before.
I think he starts filming a new season of Peacemaker pretty soon here.
Mm, yeah,
So his schedule is about to fill up.
yeah,
And with how successful that show is, HBO Max isn't going to be like, oh, yeah, we can delay.
yeah.
Especially with who HBO is partnered with in the wrestling world.
Mm,
They're not going to do anything to help WWE.
right. True. That's true.
Yeah, they're no. Warner Brothers Discovery isn't going to be like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
WWE sure will delay for our top one of our highest streamed shows for you guys to make millions.
Now,
Go ahead.
when Meltzer was saying this, did he also say anything about who his last opponent will likely be?
This week I read I I don't it wasn't Meltzer. I want to say it was Sean Ross Sapp service
Okay.
that said The Rock.
Really? I don't think that's happening.
Yes.
Have you seen The Rock lately? He's not the final boss anymore. He lost a lot of weight.
Well, he gained a lot of weight for the Smashing Machine,
Yeah.
which is really getting a lot of big
Oh
buzz.
yeah. It's critics are raving about it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious to see it.
I think like this could be a major turning point in the movie career of The Rock,
Yeah.
much like Uncut Gems did for one of your New Hampshire boys, Adam
Yeah.
Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Yeah, but I'm just saying though, with The Rock looking as small as he does now, and apparently there's a concern about his heart in terms of carrying around all that muscle, I guess. So I don't think this slimmed down version of The Rock is going to want to be in the ring, is he? I mean, it would be kind of
I haven't heard the heart thing. I'm not dispelling it. I just
yeah,
hadn't heard it.
yeah,
That's something because I was going to say The Rock has always been able to bulk up quick, whether it's natural or not.
yeah,
Um, so I don't think it would be a stretch that in 3 months he bulks up.
mm,
But if
I
he
don't think
has a heart issue, that eliminates a couple of the ways The Rock could bulk up.
right. That's why. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be The Rock. But it'll be
I,
interesting to see who it is. But I don't know.
I mean, that's the rumor I have heard. I don't know who it could be if
Uh,
not The Rock. I mean, he's kind of done everyone
what
here.
about Alex Wright?
What?
I'm kidding.
Ross Wonder Kid?
Oh no, no,
She's
no. I'm
still
sorry. Not Alex Wright.
Alex Riley?
Alex Riley. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, Alex Riley. Because you
I
know,
mean,
you know how every few years see, I can't for some reason I keep wanting to say right. Alex Riley pokes his head up and says, "Oh, I know something about John Cena that's really embarrassing, and I'm really close to telling everybody about what happened." And then he just doesn't, and then he goes away for a few more years, and then eventually he comes back and says, "By the way, I know something about John Cena, but," and then he goes away again.
yeah, I
It's bizarre, but
I
yeah,
totally forgot about. Well, that I mean, it's clout chasing. It's the
yeah.
only way you can
Oh
stay
yeah,
relevant.
that's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, clearly.
Um, I mean,
Yeah.
he clearly that's his ace in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and watch, he's gonna drop it, and it's gonna be something that like Meltzer broke, or what Alvarez, or and all the marks and the smarks are gonna be like, okay,
Mm,
it was suspected, not entirely shocking.
yeah.
Good work. Yes, you're. Thanks for being a doucher.
They already did Randy Orton, so it can't be Orton or CM Punk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who. I really don't think it's gonna be The Rock, but I guess we'll find out soon.
I mean, unless it's Lesnar.
Oh, for a rematch?
I
Yeah,
mean,
I doubt it.
uh,
I don't know.
I hope not. That would be awful.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brock was winded. I did watch Brock's match from WrestlePalooza.
Okay.
He was winded.
Yeah, I thought he looked good though. I thought it was a good match. I mean, I enjoyed it. Boy, they really, they had kids in the crowd were crying.
I mean, yeah. It. I gotta. I'm trying to be positive.
Yeah.
Surgery coming up. I'm trying to keep good juju
Okay. All right.
circulating. But
Yeah.
it was shit. That match was god awful.
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was good. I liked it.
Good.
I thought it
It
was.
was
I
it
don't
was
know.
a total of 9 finishers
Yeah.
in in like 4 signatures.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I didn't mind it
I
though.
mean, if
I don't
that's
know.
all you're going to get out of Brock Lesnar, keep him at home.
Yeah.
Like, what is this crap? I knew, like, to steal a cliched line, the fix was in when they're like, oh, it's going to open the show. And I'm like, oh, fantastic.
Well, I like we got the intrigue though of Heyman giving Brock the big introduction. That's interesting because I wonder where that's going.
Oh, God. Just
So
don't keep him around. Like,
I know.
just let him go home.
Yeah. I don't know. For a 48-year-old dude though, he's in shape. He looks good in there. They're both 48.
Yeah.
It's
I
funny.
mean, it's good that he got the needle out of his ass before he came out last night.
All right. Well, all right. Should we move on to the next part of the undercard?
Oh boy,
Oh, here we
Matt,
go.
eh,
All hail the queen, the goddess, the VPN
the,
goddess,
the
Stephanie
VPN
McMahon.
booty queen.
Now, before we get into, of course, because she had a part at WrestlePalooza, but once again, I want to thank Stephanie McMahon for legitimizing formally through her ad
She
reads on her
didn't
podcast
legitimize it.
the use of VPNs. Jenny and I got our VPN because we use her computer to watch these, and
Oh,
so we got the VPN, installed it on her computer. It was very easy for anyone watching or listening who is technophobic and has never used a VPN. It is very, very simple. You just install it on your computer. You tell it what country you want everyone to think you're in. Basically, you don't have to do anything on Netflix. You don't have to change any settings on Netflix. It just automatically. It was great. We turn the VPN on. Jenny pulls up Netflix. All of a sudden, it thinks we're in Europe, and we're seeing all this stuff we don't usually see. And it was great, for a few dollars a month. And so we got to watch WrestlePalooza. Not on ESPN. We did not watch it on ESPN. We watched it on
I
Netflix.
watched the select matches I watched on
Oh,
ESPN.
so you didn't watch the whole thing. So you didn't see Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer?
That is on my docket for tonight.
Good. Oh, good. Really
I have
good.
heard
Really
very
good.
good things, so it is on my list of things to watch tonight.
That to me was the best match on the show. So I wasn't surprised.
You know who man, I really hope they do something with Becky Lynch and AJ Lee now.
Oh, they're going to. I'm sure they're going to.
They
How
have
could they
to.
not? Yeah, yeah.
Man, AJ Lee, 10 years out of the ring. And wow.
Oh yeah.
Didn't miss a beat.
Yep. No, it was great. It was great.
Like,
I had a little bit of an issue with the pacing of the match. I thought it was a little longer than it needed to be, but it was
I
fun.
think
It was a fun
29
match.
minutes. That's the longest match AJ Lee has ever had in WWE.
Yeah, I believe it.
But I think 29 minutes was a bit long,
Could have
and
shaved a
that's
couple.
not a
Yeah.
knock on any of the four in it. They did a
No,
great
they
job
did.
with
Yeah,
the
no.
time they were given. I thought the matching tights for both teams was amazing and just awesome.
Oh, and I loved the
Um,
entrance for Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. I thought that was it was so over the top. It was so funny. I love Becky Lynch as a heel, by the way. She's doing the best promo work of her career as a heel, in my opinion. But
I've only taken exception to one thing she did.
the
So
Aussie thing.
yes,
Yeah.
I thought that was in very poor taste.
Yeah, a lot of people did. I know.
Um,
Jenny thought that too. I didn't mind it,
I
but
it was the wound was so fresh,
she's a heel
and
getting that heel heat.
no, that's go home heat. That isn't
Ah,
heel heat. That's to quote the great Iron Sheik. The cheap heat. She got the cheap
yeah,
heat.
I don't mind that at all.
She got the cheap heat, Bubba.
To me, there's no such thing as cheap heat. Heat is heat. That's how I've always looked at it.
No, there is such a thing as cheap heat.
I
I have been live for one of the cheapest heat things I've ever seen.
yeah.
Well, it was a house show in Des Moines, Iowa. Garrison Cade in
Oh, I
uh,
remember him.
Lance Murdoch, the late Garrison
Oh,
Cade,
yep, yep.
came out and was ripping on this town, and he goes, "I have better things to do than be in Des Moines, Iowa,"
Yeah.
and just he got instant go home heat.
Oh, I
Like
liked it. That's good
it,
heat. Come on.
no,
I
go home
like
heat is awful. Oh, that tag match was
Mm.
ridiculous.
Oh,
Like
well.
it wasn't like I think they cut it short because just people were like, "Please end this now, end
Oh,
this
wow. Well,
now." Like
that's okay. That's not good. Yeah.
no, it just oh
Well,
stay away from the cheap heat, Bubba.
one of the things that happened at WrestlePalooza, on a positive note, our VPN goddess, Stephanie McMahon, is now the segment itself was a bit awkward. Did you watch the segment? Did you actually see the
I
segment?
did. I did watch the
It
segment,
was a little
and
strange.
it was very. I like using this word. It was very clunky.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. Um, but Undertaker comes out. He comes out as the American Badass because coming out as the dead man isn't going to work for this type of thing. Um, and he comes out and he's like almost like talking to Stephanie, who was at ringside, which I didn't realize until that moment. And
And the conversation, the interaction they had looked very canned
It
and
was
very.
yeah, to me it was like kind of sweet but kind of awkward at the same time. You know what I kept thinking about during that whole thing? I kept this is a
Is he
very
going to kidnap her again?
yes,
And
that was a very specific memory that came into my head during this whole thing. I kept thinking about him kidnapping Stephanie during the Attitude Era, and then Stone Cold had to run to the ring and rescue her after Vince begged him to rescue his daughter. A great segment, a very campy segment, but a great classic segment. But yeah, I kept thinking about that. But I think it's cool though that she's being inducted. I think it's a good thing, and not just because she is our VPN goddess, and we love her for that, or I love her for that. But no, but I think it's cool that she's being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I think it's a great thing.
I I think it's too soon. And
Really.
here's why. Not this isn't a detriment against Stephanie or even Shane or
Mhm.
even Linda. It's the last name McMahon. And I think it's too soon for anyone with that name to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Really.
Um, I I d- I personally wouldn't do that until Vince is in the ground.
Really.
I think you're just
Hmm.
opening up a major can of worms here.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing.
I
You know, it,
I don't.
it I don't know. To me, in a way, it kind of it almost in a way it kind of disassociates her from Vince in the sense that because Vince they never even acknowledge they don't talk about him, But here's his daughter, who is clearly being presented as a separate, a completely separate person. I don't know. I'm fine with
You
it.
know what? I'll support this if Stephanie gets some guts and at her induction comes out in like a UFC ring girl outfit,
Mhm.
advertising the VPN website on her sports bra.
Yes.
I'd be like, you know what?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I love chaos.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let chaos reign.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations to Stephanie McMahon. It was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. It was a surprise.
No, I wasn't either, especially to announce the first inductee this early. I
Yeah.
think it would have been, I just had this thought. It would have been better if instead of having the whole thing with her and Taker, have Paul Levesque announce it during his introduction.
I am a little surprised that they didn't do it that way.
I think that would have been more touching and it
Mm,
would have been more authentic.
yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree. I didn't have any
So
problem with the way they did it, but I don't disagree with what you're saying there.
hopefully she has a shorter speech than her husband.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
2.5 hours is a bit long.
That is, yes, that is.
I am not exaggerating, listeners. If you have never, don't watch it. Um, it just, yeah.
Um, all right. Anything else on that? Anything else to say about Stephanie?
Congratulations, Stephanie.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about it.
And I love, by the way, and Stephanie, thanks for telling us
Oh my
about how
God.
to get uninterrupted action, as she said during her ad read for Surfshark. I have no problem
I
putting Surfshark over, even though that's not the VPN that I bought. I found a better deal on this.
what
There's a lot of VPNs to choose from.
there, I'm sure there is.
So I went with Proton VPN. Uh,
Oh, okay.
I did a lot of research. So I apologize to Stephanie. I did not go with Surfshark and
Then
use
you
her.
didn't get uninterrupted action.
Well, no, we got uninterrupted action with Proton.
No, you only get the uninterrupted action from the one with Steph.
I don't know. There weren't a lot of interruptions in the action.
Sorry about that. I was checking on something. You only get uninterrupted action from the one with Steph.
We might have to switch because I only paid for 1 month of Proton because
You might have to. You need the uninterrupted action.
mm,
That
mm,
is the key.
okay.
That is the key to
Might have to
the
rethink
whole
that.
thing.
Might have to
Yeah,
rethink
you
that.
know.
I mean, there were no commercials, so it seemed
Well, yeah, you had
uninterrupted.
the Euro stream, but just imagine how much better it would have been.
Mm, mm, okay. Well,
Uninterrupted.
you got me
Matt, come
thinking.
on.
You got me thinking.
You
Yeah.
call her our VPN goddess, but yet
Yes.
you did not follow your VPN goddess to the VPN Valhalla.
That's true. That's true. I found a better deal. What can I say? I'm
Yeah,
cheap.
but you can't color that anymore because you can only color a goddess if you follow her to the promised land.
Oh, she'll always be our VPN goddess. Always.
No, because she isn't my goddess in anything. Because I don't use a VPN. I believe I should pay for that service. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. We do pay for Netflix. We do. Hi, Rocky.
Look,
Rock.
He is just sitting here like, are you kidding me?
So he does look like he's judging me.
I,
Strangely enough.
very much so. Very much
He does
so.
look like he's judging me. Well, should we move on to the main event?
Yeah, hey, we've only teased this episode for weeks,
Yeah,
so we might as well.
true. Yeah. So gone too soon. Wrestlers who passed away at a young age.
Yes.
Many of them.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, some of them, and sadly, a majority of them, due to demons that they had. Some of them very tragically. One of my favorites of all time, Bruiser Brody.
Hmm.
Very tragic.
Well, so for people who don't know, Bruiser Brody was murdered in Puerto Rico,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Well, the thing is, so I don't. I'm curious in your mind what the story is, because I feel like over the course of my life, I have read probably 6 or 7 different variations of what happened. Some of those variations from the same person, like telling 2 different versions of the story over periods of time. It's so weird. Like I can't think of anything else where there's so many different versions of the
I
story about somebody's murder, and it's like to this day I don't know what to believe or what to think happened
from
to him other than that he was murdered.
from things that I've watched, the Dark Side of the Ring episode does a very good job.
Hmm.
I've also read the book Brody,
Okay.
which is very good. And I own the documentary Wrestling's Last Real Rebel,
Okay.
done by High Spots in conjunction with Bruiser Brody's wife and son.
Okay.
Um, and Tony Atlas is probably the most honest in this because he was in the locker room when it happened, and
Okay.
his story has never changed
Okay.
as to what transpired.
So he's who you believe?
I believe Tony Atlas. I also believe Dirty Dutch Mantel,
Okay.
who was in Puerto Rico when it happened, because his story has stayed. I mean, I think Dutch's isn't an attempt at misleading people. I think Dutch is just, he's older, so details might get away. It's
Sure.
not, I don't think Dutch is the little things he forgets that he said in the past. I don't think it's a way of misleading.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's just he forgot.
Yeah.
But essentially my understanding is spoiler, or the promoter owed Bruiser money. Bruiser was a stickler on you're not getting one over on Bruiser.
Yeah.
You're not going to get one over on him. You're not going to get away with owing him money. You're not
Right.
going to get away with taking liberties in the ring. You're not going to get away with not selling.
Right.
Ask Lex Luger. Um
Yeah.
One of the worst matches ever.
Hmm.
Just god awful.
Yeah.
And if you guys have never seen it, go to YouTube. Lex Luger, Bruiser Brody cage match featuring a very famous referee in there.
Oh, who? I don't remember.
Bill Alfonso refereed that match.
Oh, okay. Because I've watched it on YouTube, but it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Alfonso refereed that match, and
Okay.
he tells one of the funniest stories about it. Luger looks at him like, "What do I do?" And Fonzie tells him, for those that don't know, Bill Alfonso is Fonzie from ECW, manager of Rob Van Dam and Sabu.
Hmm.
Um, and he really was a licensed referee.
Yeah.
He refereed a couple of the early WrestleManias. He's in the ring, and Luger is like, looks at Fonzie and goes, "What should I do?" And Fonzie, in his typical Fonzie voice, "You better get the hell out of here, brother."
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, what else? What's Luger gonna do?
Right. Right.
And what's Fonzie gonna do to help him? So
Right.
basically, Bruiser, spoiler, says, "Come with me into the shower and we'll talk."
So who's Spoiler?
Well, spoiler is the wrestling name of, I forget his name. Hold on a second.
And I assume this is the promoter.
Yes,
Okay.
he was also the promoter.
Okay.
Jose Gonzalez, better known as Invader. Invader
Okay.
1. Basically, Bruiser thinks they're going to sort this out or work out what they're doing in the
Mhm.
match. And at this point, Jose Gonzalez pulls a knife and kills him
Wow.
and stabs him multiple times in the
Yeah.
stomach.
Jesus.
Now there were Dutch Mantel and Tony Atlas were served subpoenas to go testify at the trial of Jose Gonzalez in Puerto
Okay.
Rico 8 days after the trial.
Oh. Wow. Okay. So the
Yeah.
fix was in.
Yeah, I mean, that's the overwhelming
Yeah.
theory,
Yeah.
is that the fix was in. And the jury acquitted Jose Gonzalez, saying he acted in self-defense. But Tony Atlas says immediately after walking into the shower, he heard
Mhm.
nothing. He just heard Brody go,
Yeah.
and like he heard no struggle, no
Okay.
nothing. He just heard Brody let out a
Yeah.
yell. And that was
Huh.
that.
And then so who found him? Who found Brody lying there?
Atlas. Tony Atlas goes into the shower and gets him out. The problem is the crowd was so big, the ambulance, it took him 30 minutes to
Wow.
get there.
Hmm.
And then it took him another 20 minutes getting him out of the
Yeah.
arena. And then another 30 minutes to get to the hospital. That's approximately 80 to 90
Yeah.
minutes before Brody even got
Yeah.
treatment.
Hmm. So then what happened to like what happens with spoiler? I mean, obviously, so he's acquitted, right?
Invader
Invader 1.
1. Yes, Invader 1 was acquitted of all charges. He is still
Hmm.
alive.
But what was his position in the wrestling
Um,
business after this? I mean, because I assume nobody trusted him, right? I mean,
I mean, he basically I'm reading through
that's
here,
okay.
sorry.
Because I assume people.
After that, yeah, he was done. 2011, he returned to the ring wrestling as Invader
Wow, in
1.
2011.
Um, he became the corporative director of WWL in 2015. He was inducted into the Puerto Rican Wrestling Hall of
Okay.
Fame.
Hmm.
And he later wrestled in latest match, April 30th, 2022, in Humacano, Puerto Rico, with Savio Vega and Chicky Star as guest referees as he defeated Manny Farrow to win the world
I'm
championship.
surprised.
His last match was the following
Jeez, he must have been
August.
pretty old at that point. Um, yeah,
He is currently
wow.
78.
I'm surprised anybody would want to have had anything to do with him because I would assume the general consensus within the wrestling business is that he did it. He murdered Bruiser Brody. I mean, I don't know.
Well, he was acquitted of murder in 89 after a jury accepted that he was acting in self
Yeah.
defense. The knife was never
Really?
recovered. Tony Atlas and Dutch Mantel were called to testify. However, the subpoenas were mailed late, arriving 10 days after the trial ended.
Jeez. Hmm. All right.
By a little bit of karma, August 11th, 2014, a fire at Gonzalez's home destroyed a car, a motorcycle, and part of his
Yeah. Hmm.
house.
Wow. All right. Well, that's what happened to Bruiser Brody. How old was he at the time? He was in his 30s, right? He was still a young man, right?
He was a young man, I believe mid
Okay.
30s. No, he was
Oh, 42. Okay.
42.
He was a little older than I thought, but still uh awfully young to be stabbed to death in a shower. My God. All right. Hmm. Um That's probably the most infamous death of a wrestler, right? I mean, in terms of,
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, Owen Hart, of
yeah,
course. I mean, yeah, it's for me. It's hard to compare the two because they're both
yeah.
tragic. But there is a difference between
Well,
cold-blooded
yeah, one was
murder,
an accident and one was murder. Yeah,
and yeah, and malice, and not
yeah,
malice, but malpractice.
yeah, yeah.
So it's hard for me. But yeah, Bruiser. I love Bruiser Brody, and I always will. You talk about a guy that just legitimized tough men in pro wrestling.
Hmm.
I mean, he was a legitimate badass.
Yeah. Um. Well, should we move on from Bruiser because so there's another person you've been teasing a story about ravishing Rick
Rick,
Rude who also died he was in his 40s, right?
y- yeah, and Rick's is like a Shakespearean tragedy, really. I mean, he partied, but he lived a somewhat clean life. Until he had the catastrophic back injury in
Hmm.
Japan
Yeah.
in in a match with Sting. Um, and Sting gets criticized unfairly, I feel, for it. Rick Rude pulled a gun on him. There are mixed stories on whether they ever buried the hatchet over that before Rude died.
So Rick Rude pulled a gun on Sting?
Yes, that is one of the stories that gets floated out there. Is that Rick Rude pulled the gun on Sting because Sting ended his career.
So has Sting corroborated, like, has Sting himself said that that's the case?
Sting chooses, and if anyone knows anything about Steve Borden, this isn't shocking. Sting takes the high road,
Yeah.
which leads me to believe there may be some credence to this.
Okay. Um so but that's not the story, right, that you've been teasing?
No, I was lucky enough to have Jake the Snake Roberts come to Cedar Rapids, Iowa for his traveling one man show where he just tells stories of pro wrestlers.
Mhm.
Um, well, during his show, he asked who wants to hear a Rick Rude story, and everyone loves Rick Rude. I have not heard a pro wrestling fan that dislikes Rick Rude.
Yeah.
Um, well, Jake proceeds to tell us the story. They're in a town, and he said, on the road, men have guys have vices. Some guys drink, some guys drug, some guys whore. Rick Rude, according to Jake the Snake Roberts, was a sex addict.
Okay.
Had to have sex every night. His vice was women.
Yeah.
Well, one night after the show, they get to the hotel. Jake goes in. He's getting ready to go out and do what Jake does. And if you know the stories of Jake, you can guess what that entails.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, drugs, alcohol, maybe some women, but he runs into Rick, and he said Rick, after every show, had to have sex.
Yeah.
Um, he is going somewhere, leaving, coming in, whatever. Rick Rude comes up to him and goes, Jake, got any condoms? And Jake's like, fuck, man. He's like, I'm out of condoms. And they're in this small town and all the stores are closed.
Yeah.
Jake's like, I don't have condoms. You're going to have to find some from someone else. No one has any.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, Rick, I don't have any. And Jake's like, I just wanted to go to my hotel room and go to bed, sleep it off. Next morning, he wakes up, opens his window, and just sees like 3 or 4 squad cars outside the hotel room. And Jake goes, oh, fuck, what happened? Like, he goes downstairs to check it out because more than likely it had to be one of the boys.
Mm-hmm.
He walks, he sees Rick Rude in handcuffs
Yeah.
and wearing nothing but a pair of sweatpants. And he goes to the front desk and he goes, the fuck did he do? And they're like, in the middle of the night, he came down here asking if we had any saran wrap.
Oh my God.
And we said,
Jeez.
we don't, but we have some in the kitchen. He asked if we could go get some. We said the kitchen was closed. He would have to wait till it opened in the morning. So Rick, because he had to have sex, goes to the kitchen, throws a stool through the window, breaks in to steal a giant roll of saran wrap to wrap his dick with the saran wrap so he
Jesus.
could have sex.
Wow.
So Jake walks out and he goes, Rick! And Rick goes, yeah. He goes, did it work? Rick goes, like a charm.
Wow.
Basically, calls were made. He was let off. He had to pay for the damages. Vince
Yeah.
wasn't happy,
Yeah, of course.
obviously.
Of
But
course.
yeah, Rick
Wow.
Rude
Jeez. Yeah, I'd never heard that story.
wrapping his dick in saran wrap.
Actually, I'd never heard of anyone doing that, but wow. Okay. So now how did he die?
Rick Rude had a heart attack.
Okay.
It brought on, I believe, by an accidental overdose.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me double check that. I believe I'm right. I mean, you talk about one of the greatest heels of all time.
Oh yeah. I don't remember him ever working as a babyface, did he? That I just don't recall.
Very briefly in ECW.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Even when he turned on Shane Douglas in ECW,
Yeah.
and Shane Douglas was their monster heel champion, he was still booed. He was still booed.
Yeah. Huh.
Um, and also was a part of one of the most underrated stables in pro wrestling history.
Was he in the Dangerous Alliance?
Yes, he was.
Okay. Okay. It's coming back to me now. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in the Dangerous Alliance,
Yeah.
which, man, you talk if WCW would have had their druthers when that was going on. Damn.
And of course, Rick Rude also holds a distinction of being the only wrestler, I believe, to ever appear on both Raw and Monday Nitro on the same
Yes, he
evening. Yes,
is.
yes.
Yes, he is. Rude was found unconscious by his wife and died on the morning of April 20th, 1999, at the age of 40, when he suffered from heart failure. An autopsy report showed he died from an overdose of mixed medications. At the time of his death, Rude was in training for a return to the ring. The effects of hydroxy butyrate, a narcolepsy prevention drug, may have contributed to his death.
Wow, 40. Jeez, so young. Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Right.
and you're wrong. Rick Rude has an added distinction to that. He also appeared on ECW Hardcore TV that week.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, he got
yeah.
around. He got around.
In more ways than one. And
Yeah.
shocking is he never took his wedding ring off in the ring.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
He was a devoted family man. So
Huh.
I I mean,
I
strange.
guess.
I mean, Brett was considered a devoted family man too, and he
Oh yeah.
had his fair share.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. So Rick Rude, he died young. So who else have we got?
Kurt Hennig, another one,
Yep.
just couldn't get rid of the demons. And hurts me so, what kills me about Kurt Hennig is like even even at his advanced age, his last WWE run, he was just so fluid
Oh
and
yeah.
flawless in the ring.
Yep. Yep. I agree.
Like the 2002 Royal Rumble,
Hmm.
which was his last major appearance, and I think he was one of the final four, final
Yeah. He was.
six.
He was in there at close to the end. Yeah. I remember that.
Just amazing. And you look at the guys that were in that Rumble, probably one of the most underrated Rumbles ever. You had The Rock that was in that Rumble. No, The Rock wasn't in it. Austin, that was Triple H's big return Rumble.
Hmm.
Kurt Angle was in it. Benoit was in it.
Hmm.
Who else?
I don't remember, but I do remember. I do remember Kurt being in
Was
it.
one of the last ones in it.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and when he hit that perfect plex on Kurt Angle,
Hmm.
just beautiful.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. And now, so how old was he? Was like what, 45 maybe when he died, or a
I
little bit
think
younger?
maybe a little bit older, 44.
44. Okay.
44. And his son got into the business.
Yep.
Curtis Axel.
Yep. Yep.
Um, third, making him a third generation. Because Larry the Axe was his father.
Yep.
And I believe I like to consider myself, and people can call me a loser if they want, a student of the territories. I believe Kurt Hennig was the greatest AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Hmm.
Some will say Nick Bockwinkel was. Others will probably go to the default of Vern Gagne.
Yeah.
I go with Kurt Hennig. The matches he had and how they build to him overtaking Nick Bockwinkel
Hmm.
was just such an awesome story.
Yeah.
And that story can't be told as well as it was without Kurt.
Right. Right.
Sorry, Kurt. If you don't have an athlete like Kurt Hennig that the audience believed could be an athlete like Nick Bockwinkel, it
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Yeah. Yep.
So that Kurt and those Mr. Perfect vignettes,
Oh, those were
some
great.
of the greatest vignettes ever, and he did all of them.
Yeah.
Like they would film him until he bowled a strike, until he did a swish, until he hit a
Hmm.
home run.
Hmm.
Like Bruce Pritchard has talked about it, that Kurt was probably one of the greatest all around athletes to be in a pro wrestling ring.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Let's see. So who else do we have? So, oh, you know who else comes to mind? Eddie Guerrero, who didn't even make it to 40. I believe he was 38,
39.
39. Yeah.
Um, you, I love one of the quotes you said because I've used it a lot over the last couple of weeks. The problem with someone dying before they're fully redeemed is there's no more chance at redemption.
Hmm.
And yeah, Eddie, I think, was so close to closing that redemptive arc. And I think Triple H said something on the Stone Cold podcast. The Broken Skull Sessions, not the podcast.
Yeah.
He said when Eddie was just being Eddie, just letting go and just being Eddie, he was absolutely amazing,
Hmm.
untouchable. I dare say he was better than Benoit.
Hmm.
Like people will have that debate who was better, Benoit or Guerrero, and I'll try to remove the
Yeah.
heinous and
Not easy, but
disgusting
yeah.
acts
Yeah.
Benoit committed.
Yeah.
And I say dollars to donuts, removing just in ring, Eddie was better than Chris.
Oh, I agree.
It
Because
can
Eddie,
be an unpopular opinion, but if you look at great matches,
hmm
Eddie, I think Eddie gave Brock Lesnar Brock's only 5-star match of his career.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero could wrestle a hefty bag and
Oh,
have
yeah.
it be match of the night.
Well, because Eddie was the total package, and I don't mean that a pun referring to Lex Luger, but Eddie, because Eddie had, he had both the in ring ability to put on a great match, but also the personality, the persona, the character, to really connect with the audience, which is something that Benoit never had. Benoit was a great ring technician, but and he did connect with the audience in his own way, but
But that's
but nothing on the level of Eddie Guerrero.
but that's why Benoit's title reign ended so abruptly. The
Yeah,
plan was never for the title to be dropped to Randy Orton.
yeah,
That was not that soon.
yeah,
Which could have killed Randy's career.
yeah.
Which would have been very unfortunate. Because that decision really, yikes. Benoit just didn't. He couldn't captivate the audience unless he was wrestling,
Right.
and that's a problem. Like you can be the Intercontinental Champion and not be great on the mic
Hmm.
because that's the workers' title.
Yeah.
But if you're the guy, if your job is putting asses in seats, you need to be able to really do it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you need to be believable, which is kind of why Rey Mysterio is world champion doesn't work long term because
Mhm.
it's not no knock on Rey. One of the greatest luchadors ever, all time. Easily top, if not number one, number 2 or 3.
But yeah, but
Yeah,
Eddie had it all.
Eddie did. And the thing is if you worked with Eddie Guerrero, he would get you over.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like if through his selling, or if he was working heel, you were working. If he was working heel and you were working babyface, and if someone came up to you and said Eddie's going over tonight, you couldn't get mad because Eddie was going to do it in a way that made you 5 times the baby face you were before that
Right.
match.
Right.
He was going to do it in a way that you were going to sell 10 more t-shirts
Hmm.
to kids as they left the building.
Yeah. Yeah.
You loved if they wanted Eddie, if you were told as a babyface you're putting over heel Eddie Guerrero.
Right. Yeah.
That's money.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. We alluded to Owen Hart earlier. He was only what, 35, I think.
35, and his
35.
goal was to be done, I think, by the age of 37.
Yeah, he wanted to be able to, because he was known for being very, very thrifty with his money and wanted to.
34. He was
34. He was 34
34
when
when
he
he
died.
died.
Yeah. Yeah. He wanted to he wanted to be able to retire early with plenty of money, take care of his family, very much a family guy. And fell from the ceiling doing the blue blazer gimmick, and it's just a terrible accident. And obviously it was an accident. Some people pass around these disgusting conspiracy theories about it, but no, it was an accident. But I remember that night I wasn't watching the event live. I was in the car. I don't remember where I was going or where I was coming from, but I just remember being in the car and hearing the DJ on the station I was listening to say what had just happened. I was like, wow, it was surreal, just hearing it. Like,
This is going to be kind of hard for me to talk about.
yeah,
If I get emotional, I'm sorry.
mm,
I was watching it live.
yeah,
I was in my buddy Rob Deason's basement.
yeah,
Um, Group of us were watching. Um, a lot of shock for kids that were
mm,
in middle school and high school,
yeah,
because what had happened was you saw him come down and you heard Jim Ross go, you heard Jared, I think it was Lawler, say, "Oh shit." And then the camera spins
mm,
and color bars.
yeah,
And you're like, what just happened? And Tad Contacts, this is before 9/11.
hmm,
This is before that happened. So terrorist attacks weren't anything big. Us kids, we thought my buddy Rob's cable had effed up.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So we had his mom calling, and she's like, "It must be everyone because I'm I'm on hold for the next hour."
hmm,
And we're like, what's going on?"
yeah,
And then it came back on, and we heard, and we originally said, oh, he's going to come back out later.
right,
I think when the reality hit us, even when they said, and this is the problem I have with dirt sheets. Dirt sheets plant that cynicism and
hmm,
jaded fan seed in you,
oh yeah,
because tragedies don't seem real.
hmm,
Even when someone told me Chris Benoit and his family are dead, I'm like, wow, they'll do anything for a fucking story, won't they?
yeah,
Yeah. You know, it's tough,
yeah,
but dirt sheets really contribute to that,
hmm,
because you consider yourself a smart fan and you're like, I'm not going to let him get one on me.
hmm,
I'm not going to let him do it. Because you want to go to school the next day and tell all your buddies they got you, but they didn't get me.
right, right,
They didn't get one on me because I knew Meltzer told me.
right, yeah,
Um, Meltzer told me. Alvarez told me. Um, Bill Apter told me that this was going to happen in one of the Apter mags,
right,
which Bill Apter, greatest pro wrestling journalist of all time, godfather of pro wrestling journalism, one of the most underrated pro wrestling books ever. Is Wrestling Fixed? I never knew it was broken.
mm,
Just love Bill Apter. Just,
yeah,
just man, one of the greats in pro wrestling, and from what I've heard, one of the nicest individuals in the business.
mm,
He actually, I believe, said when this show was in its first incarnation, I tweeted him and asked him to listen to it and give me his thoughts. And he responded to me via DM
Mm.
and said he would if he had the time he would.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't give a shit if Bill Apter ever listened to it. Oh my God.
Right.
Bill Apter DM'd me.
Right. Right.
And I did DM him a couple times like a stupid mark and ask him, did you listen? And I never got a response, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
Bill Apter considered listening to my shitty podcast with my cousin. I was on cloud nine, but I digress. When it became real for us is when Undertaker is in the ring and he's derobing and he looks down and you can see he's visibly shaken.
Yeah.
And I'd find out years later it's because he saw Owen Hart's blood in the corner.
Yeah.
And just to hear the heartbreaking story from Jimmy Corderas, Owen's falling to his death, and he yells, "Move," to Jimmy, so he doesn't land on Jimmy and take Jimmy out.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even?
Yeah. That's horrible. Horrible.
How do you even? But, I don't want to end it on a negative note.
No, of course not.
Because Owen was so much more than his death.
Yeah.
The man got Slammy awards over.
Yeah, I remember that.
Those 2 Slammies.
Yeah.
And the great thing about Owen, I thought, and Matt, I would love to hear your opinions, is the little nuances he added to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he was a tag team with Bulldog, Bulldog would do the flex.
Yeah.
And Owen would sneak under his arms and hold those 2 Slammies up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Or like do something like whenever he would wrestle Brett, he would always do the pull my hair.
Right.
And Brett just has him in a arm lock. And he's just like, Ugh.
Yeah.
And then like if you want to see what made Owen great is Owen wasn't great on the mic. But after he beat Brett at WrestleMania 10, his interview has this spittle on the side of his mouth and stumbling over his words because he wasn't prepared to give an interview.
Yeah.
But it makes him so just, I hate this guy.
Yeah.
He's acting like he just won the championship and he got a lucky roll up on his brother. Who's better than him.
Yeah, he was fantastic as a heel. That's fantastic.
He was. And, again, I reference Bruce. Bruce said something in their podcast about Owen that he was asked, why didn't you ever put the championship belt on Owen? Owen didn't need it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Owen was just compelling without it.
Right.
You didn't need a championship on Owen.
Right.
It helped, but Owen was just compelling in, Curt Hennig was a ribber, but Curt was a vicious ribber.
Mm-hmm.
Curt was a vicious ribber. Some of the ribs. Oh, and for those that don't know, Matt, you can explain.
Yeah, rib is just a practical joke. It's another term for a practical joke. Yeah.
One of my just Owen would rib people constantly. He even ribbed Stu.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever heard that one?
I'm not sure. It sounds familiar, but
so Owen Brett, it's for the infamous Survivor Series match with Bob Backlund.
Yeah.
Stu's in town for it. Stu's rooming with Brett. Or Brett's in Stu's room. Whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Phone rings. Stu picks up and goes, "Hello?" And Brett tells this story, and I laugh every time I hear it because it's like, that is awesome. And he goes, and Stu goes, "Well, hey, Reg, how you doing?" Reg Park, the legendary belt maker.
Okay.
Reg Park belts. And Reg Park was a legitimate tough guy, like Stu Hart. They
Yeah.
would shoot fight. And he's like, I guess on the other line, Reg is telling Stu he would kick Stu's ass, and
Oh,
Stu was always scared of him,
I
and
have heard this story. Yeah, I remember
Stu
it now.
always ran from him, and he's like,
Yeah.
"But Reg, if you want," and Stu's getting worked up here. Stu's
Yeah.
like, "Well, Reg, if you wanted to test me, why didn't you say something? You could have tested me. You could have tried me, Reg."
Yeah.
And he's getting really into it. He's getting pissed off.
Yeah.
And Reg is going to town on Stu, just
Yeah.
calling him a coward and uh, calling him a son of a bitch. Just
Yeah.
and he goes, "You know what, Reg? To hell with you. I don't need. Go to hell, Reg."
Yeah.
Slams the phone down, and he stands there for a minute. He looks at Brett and goes, "Goddamn little bastard, Owen got me." It was Owen the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Owen was just the stories you could hear about Owen. And um like one night he went out with Mankind, and they just had a straight 20-minute comedy match at a house show.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
think I remember hearing that story. Yeah.
it was supposed to be a hardcore match, and the only weapon they used was old bags of popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Um, it just you talk about a guy gone. We took the title of this episode is "Gone Too Soon." You talk about gone too soon. It Owen Hart is it.
Yeah.
Owen really is that guy that is gone too soon.
Yeah.
It is a damn shame because he just was so good and so, and just really one of the good guys. I have never heard someone tell a bad Owen Hart story. Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
That's not a good look on Owen.
No.
But, you know, Steve Austin can forgive him.
Right.
But damn, Owen, this man, you could fall down the proverbial YouTube rabbit hole, looking up Owen Hart stories on YouTube,
Oh
and
yeah.
there's hundreds of them out there, and all of them funny, and none of them really that malicious.
Right. Of course.
Does he? Triple H, Sean, he's ribbed them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. Who else do we have? Anybody you were thinking about? We didn't mention?
I'm not trying to end it early, but I think Owen is a fitting one to
Yeah.
just because he really is the like poster child for pro wrestling gone way too soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you think about the things he could have done.
Oh yeah.
Like, even if he left wrestling a year when his contract ended, I think he had a year or two left.
Yeah.
He could have ran a wrestling school. I mean, when indie wrestling had that boom, could you imagine Owen Hart being a pro wrestling coach?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, just damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. No, I think
I mean,
that is I'm sorry, go ahead.
and I'm sure we could do a part 2 down the road.
Oh, sure.
Brian Pillman is another one that
Oh yeah.
um
Brian Pillman, Chris Candido.
Oh man,
Yeah, there's a lot
Candido.
of them. Yeah.
And the thing is that when we do an episode like this, y- y- keep in mind that detractors of pro wrestling will say, "Well, isn't that stuff fake?" Yeah, but the wear and tear it puts on these individuals.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't turn to Placidils and Vicodin and muscle relaxers and end up taking what was Scott Hall's. Uh Him and Sean used to take them all the time. Um
Yeah, I don't remember what drug it was, but
but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just you look at it and I think this is also a good time to say thank the Lord above for men like Diamond Dallas Page that gets these guys that have been so damaged by
Yep.
the business
Yep.
and performs what can only be called reclamations on them,
Oh yeah. Yep.
gets them from the verge of death to highly functional and contributing members of society.
Yep.
So Diamond Dallas Page is such a blessing and such an amazing man.
Oh, I agree.
Uh yeah,
Absolutely.
for the men he has helped and everything he does
Yep.
for these guys. Through his DDPY and uh what's he call it? The accountability house
Mhm.
and just Buff Bagwell, Scotty Riggs, Scott Hall. Even though Scott passed on, it wasn't due to drugs.
No.
It was that was tragedy. I mean, I don't know if you can consider Scott. I mean, he gone before his time,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, of course.
Scott, it wasn't a pro wrestling career cut short. Certainly, it was a
Right,
life
right,
cut short.
right.
But you wonder if someone like DDP would have been around for the Kurt Hennings, the Rick
Mhm.
Rudes.
Mhm.
If the lesser known guys that died because of their demons, Chris Colts, Chris Canyons, who had just the psychological trauma Chris Canyon had,
Mhm.
being a closeted pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Just you have to fight getting angry with DDP
Oh yeah.
in a way because you're like, man, if only you would have been able to help this person and that person. But
Yeah.
he is really doing such not to push religion, the Lord's work in what he
Right.
does.
Oh, it's incredible.
So
Yeah,
it really
absolutely.
is. And um my advice to our fans out there is when these situations arise, I mean, there are exceptions to this, like Chris Benoit. Remember the good.
Mhm.
Don't remember the drug overdose. Don't remember the matches where they might have performed under the influence. Don't remember the negative. Try to remember the good.
Right.
If you can't, I get it because you know I have a problem with that with Hulk Hogan. You could have heard that during our Hogan episode.
Yeah.
I will have a problem. I will more than likely have a problem with that with Ric Flair. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough in some instances.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. No, but I think Owen's a good one to end it with. And let's see. So you won't be with us next week for anyone joining us late. You've got your surgery. So good luck with that.
Thank you.
Keep us posted. I'm going to try to rope Charles in. And
Yes, I mean, and I will definitely try, if anything, to watch the live video after it
yeah.
goes on Facebook. Um, I just hope you guys don't force me out because the episode you and Charles do will probably be infinitely more successful
Oh
than an
my.
episode you and I do.
Oh wow. We'll
Yeah,
see. Well, Charles is on another. Is it Josh Zodiac that he does that show with?
I believe so.
He's on a very popular wrestling podcast. So who knows? I might not even be able to get him. He might be busy with that, but we'll see. But
You
I'll
know,
try.
then bring in Texas Mike.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. That would be fun. Yeah.
Bring in Texas Mike. Texas Mike has. Texas Mike is definitely someone that entertaining guy, certainly
Yes,
for sure.
he is. Yes, especially when he wears the big 10-gallon hat and the cowboy boots and the spurs and everything. Well, he's from
And
Texas.
and well, and he's a former AWA tag team champion.
That's right, with Blackjack Mulligan.
Yes, he is.
That's right. That's right. Well,
You know, yeah, you could have an AWA. You know, maybe you could have the AWA former AWA tag team champion and Crazy Jose on.
oh, that would be something. That would be something. Oh yeah.
Must see TV.
Oh boy.
Nothing like a bit of misogyny to get your week kicked off.
Oh, misogyny and a whole lot of other stuff. My goodness.
Yeah, it is, man. It is like tell you what, he's like a David Duke rally at the Playboy Mansion.
By the way, I should just for anyone who is not familiar, who doesn't know who we're talking about, I'm going to grab a quick picture of him so I can
Oh boy!
put it up here. Let's see. We'll grab a quick picture here. Just for our, I apologize to our audio listeners, but to those of you who are watching on video, little treat for you here. Just so now, this is him. This is him at a different time. Of course, this is not a recent photo. This is him in I think 1986 at a
Yup,
WWE event.
after he did coke with Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yes, yes. And then he appeared as the fake Sammy Hagar, Jose Martinez of New York City. There he is.
Yes.
Well, all right.
Yes.
In all his glory. Look
Looking
at that hair.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The hairline is receded a little bit.
Little bit.
Just
Yeah.
a touch.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, Eric. Well,
I just thought of something.
Yes.
Maybe that's why he hates me.
Why?
He's jealous of the man flow.
You've still got hair.
Look,
Yeah.
Look at this luscious head of hair, man.
Yeah. I know you've been growing it out. Yes.
Yeah, like I think that's where his vitriol comes from.
That could be it.
He just hates the man flow.
That could be. Yeah, because he used to have hair like that.
Look at that luscious mane.
Yes.
That's a gorgeous head of hair.
I think he still has the mustache.
No, it's more like it's more like the Scott Tenorman episode of South Park. Where Scott Tenorman shaved his pubes and Cartman glued them to his face. That's what his facial hair is like.
Yeah.
It's like a cross between Scott Tenorman's pubes and Joe Dirt. It's all splotchy and unkempt. It's awful. Jose, shave the facial hair, bro.
Yeah.
Helping you out.
Yep. All right. Well, on that note, that's a perfect way to end it. Episode 17.
Actually, I want to say something, Matt. You
Yes.
didn't even know I was going to do this. I think given certain things that have happened over the last 2 weeks, I would like to close my part of the show by saying free speech is for everyone.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter who you are. The
Mhm.
Constitution doesn't say free speech for thee. It doesn't say free speech for me, not for thee.
Right.
Free speech works for everyone.
Yep.
So
well said.
I think we as a country, given certain things that have happened, really need to understand and grasp that.
Mhm.
And hate speech does not fall under free speech.
Yep. No, I agree with you. Very good. Well said. Well said. All right. Well, that's a good way to end it. So, episode 17 in the books of Tough Bumps. Eric, good luck with your surgery.
Thank you. I will hopefully be back in 2 weeks.
All right. Sounds good. And of course, as always, thank you to our VPN goddess,
Oh my goodness.
Stephanie McMahon, and congratulations to her.
Will this gimmick ever die?
Never. As long as Stephanie, our goddess, is alive, this gimmick will be alive.
She's our blue chew.
Without her, we would not know about the wonder of, well, we would know about the wonder of VPNs, but she legitimized it for us, which is why.
What about uninterrupted action?
Uninterrupted action. It's a great thing.
I actually knew about uninterrupted action way before then. I learned about uninterrupted action back in high school.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it takes different forms. But that's right. All right. That's going to do it for this episode. Remember, you can find it in the podcast feed where you get your favorite podcast. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it at mattconnerton.com. And Eric, where can people find more about you and follow what you're doing?
You can find me on Instagram, epilcher617, X erpilcher319, TikTok, which my TikTok has been blowing up lately.
Oh, good, good.
So I'm embracing it. I'm running with it.
Yeah, good.
Rich 319 is my TikTok. You can find me on there. I'm learning TikTok. So if any of you have ideas or things you want me to do besides beat myself in the head with a hammer, by all means, drop me some ideas. I'm trying to learn the TikTok.
Yes. Yes. Excellent. Outstanding. All right. Well, very good. That's going to do it for episode 17 of Tough Bumps. Thanks, Eric. And thank all of you.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. See you soon.